If you're a Kentucky used car dealer coming out of year-end reviews, you don't need another checklist. You need a plan that you can actually execute in the first quarter. So in this video, I'm going to give you a 90-day insurance game plan that lines your coverage up with how you really operate today, not last year. I'm Adam Sheridan with Reed Brothers Insurance, and one area of insurance we focus on specifically is independent auto dealers. Quick note, if you haven't read our year-end insurance checklist, go do that first, then come back here and use this as your what to do next guide. Before we get into the 90 days, we have to start with Kentucky licensing compliance first. In Kentucky, the Motor Vehicle Commission requires garage liability with minimum limits of $250,000 per person, $500,000 per occurrence, and then $250,000 of property damage coverage. Now, a lot of policies show that as one actual combined single limit that equals that total requirement, so $750,000, but that's the minimum. My advice, don't live at the minimum. And here's the detail dealers and agents miss all the time. Your certificate of insurance has to match the exact legal name that you're licensed under, and any delay in getting this right could put your license in jeopardy. Days 1 through 15. Now this is the boring stuff. Okay, maybe anything insurance is to you, but humor me. And it's also the stuff that's going to cause the biggest headaches when it's not right. So here's what I'd do in the first 2 weeks. Confirm your named insured is correct. Make sure the exact entity name matches and the correct address is on there, as well as the correct license type. Check your bond situation. Kentucky's dealer license application guidance says you may be required to post a bond up to $100,000 in some cases. So the practical takeaway is just don't assume that your bond requirement is always the same. And if you maybe had to have it when you started and when you opened, you may no longer need it. So be sure to verify that. Update additional insureds and landlords, floor plan lenders, auction requirements, and anyone who may require proof of coverage from you to do business with them. Real world example. I've seen dealers have insurance, but the certificate was in the wrong entity name. Then renewal hits, or the commission asks for updated paperwork, and it turns into a scramble. Fix it now while nothing is on fire. Day 16 through 30. Inventory and open lot coverage. Most dealership pain comes from cars. Hail, theft, vandalism, water, repos, and the famous line, "We thought it was covered." This is where the dealer blanket and open lot matters. Inventory is usually the biggest dollar risk. Here are your action steps to take. Confirm your lot limit matches your real inventory. If you grew, your limit needs to grow. If you downsized, you might be overpaying, and you might need to lower that coverage. Check how the policy is written. Is it full comprehensive? Is it fire and theft only? Is it specified perils? Don't guess. Read it. Ask your agent. Stress test your wind and hail deductible. Ask yourself one question. If a hailstorm hits 40 cars, what check am I writing? Some policies cap your out-of-pocket with an aggregate. Some don't. Make sure that false pretense coverage is addressed. What happens if a test drive never returned? What if you bought a vehicle and the title wasn't legitimate? Those are claims that don't behave like a simple theft claim. They're false pretense. Here's the hard truth. A cheaper open lot policy isn't saving money if it turns one hailstorm into a business-ending check. Days 31 through 60. Match your coverage to your real operations. Now this is where dealerships start to quietly drift. You start doing small things, but your insurance never gets updated. Ask yourself, do you offer any service work? Do you have a detail bay? Do you keep customer vehicles overnight? Do employees run errands in dealership cars? Do you let family members drive demos? If those answers change the coverage you need. 2 quick examples. Garage liability versus who fixes what. So garage liability can pay for damage you cause to others. Example, your employee wrecks a demo and hits someone. Garage liability can pay for the other party's damages, but it does not automatically fix your unit. Number 2, customer vehicles. Now that's a garage keeper's conversation. If you handle customer vehicles, garage keepers is usually going to be the coverage that's going to respond when a customer auto is damaged while it's in your care. If you don't do service at all, great, but be honest about what's happening day to day, because I can't insure what I don't know. Day 61 through 90. Tighten up your people and processes. This is where you prevent the claim before it happens. It's also where you can often improve pricing without cutting coverage. Your action steps here. Clean up your driver's list. Who is allowed to drive? Who has dealer plate access? Who takes cars home? Run MVRs and set rules. Require written permission. Have rock-solid demo agreements. Have a streamlined test drive procedure. Fix your keys, key box, key log, and end-of-day count. Secure those spare keys off-site. What about some lot security basics? What kind of lighting do you have? Cameras that actually record. Fencing where it makes sense. Visible signage. Build a claim-ready folder. Have policy numbers, carrier claim reporting information, lender contracts, inventory list, photos, agreements, and any internal notes. Here's a real-life example for you. After a storm claim, the dealers who win are the ones with clean inventory records and photos. The dealers who struggle are the ones that are trying to rebuild everything on the fly after the fact. What's covered versus what's not covered. Okay, every policy is different, but here's a simple mental model. Usually covered with the right coverages would be injury or property damage that you're legally liable for from garage liability. Physical damage to your inventory, that's going to come from dealer blanket and open lot coverage. Certain fraud and trick situations, that's going to be false pretense if it is included. Often not covered or definitely needs additional coverages would be damage to your own unit under a liability claim, damage to a customer's auto because that's garage keepers, and then stuff you never told your agent you started doing to begin with. Why this matters in quarter one? Because quarter one is when problems show up. You renew, you change lenders, you add drivers, you buy more cars, weather hits, complaints happen, somebody wrecks a demo. If your insurance program isn't aligned, you don't just risk money. You risk your reputation and your ability to keep operating. If you want help executing this, I'll help you turn it into a clean quarter one plan for your dealership. We'll confirm your Kentucky compliance items, review open lot limits and deductibles, tighten your driver exposure, and make sure that lender and landlord certificates are correct. You can visit our landing page and complete the quote application. That's probably going to be your fastest way to get this process moving. But if you'd rather talk first, shoot me an email, asheridan@rbisomerset.com. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to working with you.